Welcome to the C1D Paintball podcast. You can listen to us on Spotify, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure to join our Discord. It's the best place to connect with other paintball fans, talk strategy, share stories, and show your love for the game.
Huge news, Roy. The C1D Paintball team has a podcast. Yes, that's right, Dick. Wild bunch, those C1D fellas. Tune in every Sunday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time for an amazing podcast.
Dad, come on. Markers place. Bunkers shake. Painted sky. No.
Hey there. Welcome to the C1D Paintball podcast. I'm Andrew. And joining me tonight, we got a tight little group here. It is the one, the only, what I mean by only, he's the only other guy, or girl for that matter. Mike, how you doing today? Tonight, whenever you're listening. This night, okay, it's night when we're recording this. Let's not act like this. It is night. So how is
not too bad,
evening?
not too bad. Oh, there's the sign. My back is absolutely destroying me today. Probably shouldn't have played paintball yesterday, but it was worth it because we had an absolute blast of a day.
It was game day number 2. Pierre is here. Hey, Pierre, who that was.
Andrew has no sound. I hear Andrew.
Oh, if he's listening to, he might be listening to it on Facebook, on YouTube. Adam. If he's listening on YouTube, I'll just cut that out. This is he doubles up for us. He's exceptional at troubleshooting. I may be deaf, but I can't read Andrew's lips. I have thin lips, so I can't blame you for that. Okay.
Here says he feels old today too.
I tell you what. Before it starts, we obviously are in the stage, the lobby here. Adam hears me. As long as Adam hears me, we're good. Yeah, we were talking before in the chat room before we got on, and you started talking about how you didn't feel good, and of course I'm the old man on the field in that, so it's like, well, I guess I don't feel too bad, and I did play more games yesterday than I did when we broke the ice. Break the ice is kind of a novelty anyway, right?
Yeah, social gathering.
Yeah, so we managed to get there was almost 20 of us out there just in a C1D group, which was really nice. Some old veterans returning, some players who are becoming more full-time, some new faces, some familiar faces once in a while, and of course, just we mixed it all together, and we had a pretty decent time. We got 3 Lancaster boys. We'll call them there. We got Brant, James, and Dave, and
Truck Dave.
yeah, absolutely. And well, you know what? Mikey brought a friend. He brought a speedball buddy, and
Hugo.
Yeah, Hugo. And thankfully for us, the non-speedball players, the pandemonium and disorder we do got him knocked out a couple times. Just you're not supposed to go in those open lanes. Well, that's what we do.
Exactly. It was an awesome mix of players yesterday. I had such a good day, such good vibes. There wasn't one single time where I was bummed out yesterday, and I got taken out a lot, silly ways too. Like I was getting shot in the toe, like my little toe was sticking out, and I'd get shot in the toe. There was so many times where I had opportunities to take out 2-3 people, and I just got taken out immediately. Yeah, but I had such a blast yesterday. Such a blast.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and just going into it. And the weather was all right for it. It was just a little above freezing, but it was rather dry because last year when we had our first Cardboard Jeff and Connor, they're consistent. They're focused. Look at them. They're there. If you're watching too. If you ever hear that, by the way, and you're an avid listener of Spotify, you're a connoisseur of the audio arts, which I love audio podcasts. When the other 2 hosts, Jeff and Connor, who we don't even mention if they're on the show, well, we put some cool cardboard cutouts that Mike made, and so their cardboard cutouts are represented. So now you know. And if you listen to Spotify, but you didn't listen to this explanation on this show, well, that just sucks for you, I suppose. So yeah, the second game of the season, we finally get to go off the base downstairs.
Yes.
I mean, even when we played last time 3 weeks ago on the base, is they had all the doors boarded up and the windows so animals wouldn't get in. So we got up and we played Village. We played Market. There was a kid's birthday party. They played tire ball, so that's cool.
Yeah, we skipped tire ball.
Yeah, we skipped. I remember. Yeah, the little tram ride back. It's like, hey guys, let's do 10v10 on tire ball, and it was a universal no.
Yeah, we could have did the tag team one. But I think it was lunchtime. So
yeah, exactly. And the time flies by, but at the same time, there's just a fluidity of the whole day, and just there's nothing like when you go to another paintball field or park, and you get into the room where there's mixed people that, I mean, obviously a lot of us know each other, but there was some new faces in that yesterday, but everybody just walking up, talking to each other, because if you go to a new field and that, sometimes it's just little clicks and people whispering, and it's really quiet when they do that. But I mean, we were yelling at people to get the hell back on the field because they were just talking, laughing. And I guess we'll go through the games. We'll just go through the games roughly. And we started at Village. And oh my God, what's his name? Because he brought 2 big buddies to the game. But there was a group of 4. Oh my God, he's played with us so many times. The first thing he asked when he comes to the field is, "Where's Connor?" And it's like, Connor won't be out there. So now I'm punishing him by pretending I don't know his name, when the fact is I'm horrible with names. But
yeah, I can't remember. There were so many people there yesterday, and being fresh in the season, I can't remember anybody's names, and I feel absolutely terrible about it.
He did.
You know what I do remember though is Trucker Dave. Imprinted in my brain.
Dave is out there, and it was me, Pierre, and Dave on the same team. So you got the 3 guys, and there we go. The Mike Nichols, the OG. Thanks for listening. Keeping tabs on his son. Yep. Yeah, he's right here. Yeah. He may have saw he sawed off that little thing that he put on his ankle. Freddie, that was Fred, exactly.
Thanks, Adam. Thanks.
Yeah,
Adam.
Freddie was a hell of a player. He's a hell of a player. And I managed to catch him on the drone, by the way, when he
So
ran
fast.
up. He did a flank. Yeah. Maybe that's why.
God.
Maybe that's why he wanted to see Connor, because he's like, maybe he's been practicing all winter to do a 1v1 run for the flag.
Yeah, that was wicked. That he was up half a village within like 2 seconds of the whistle blowing, and I was like, because I was just standing there watching the first 3 or 4 games, everybody warming up, and he flew in there, and you can even hear my camera. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, he was quick in there. Look, everybody had their moments yesterday, and a lot of laughter and different moments. For instance, when we went up, there was just miscommunication, and they hadn't brought the air up yet. But we all aired up downstairs, and I got the little 13 tank, I think my 13-inch tank in that. But I have 2 of them, so it's like, well, I'll go up there, and they said, oh, the air is actually they're a little behind, because by the time you got up on the second tram up, it's like, man, there's no air. So they're going to bring it. And a lot of the guys had the big tanks.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. They'll be fine. And at one point we'd played a couple games, we did the team death match a couple times, and, standard good fun before you got in there. Then I actually lent Miranda one of my tanks so she could get into the game. And I made sure she was on my team, because I did not I didn't feel like getting Miranda'd all day. I feel that. Yeah. And I recorded 2 games on drone, and the one game I kind of helped ref. So I only maybe played 4 or 5 games, but I did not, I was knocked out of every single one. Not too early per se, but I got knocked out every single one. But she played one of these games. She went in, it was just a kill confirmed there. Oh yeah, that was the thing. It was we're not gonna cross the middle. So it's like, okay, there's 4 spawn points. Think of a clock. So your quadrants. So 12, 3, 6, and 9. For those of you who are millennials, you probably don't know how to read one of those, but that's okay. It's very quaint. When I was a kid, there still were some people reading sundials. I admit it, but so it's like, well, how are we going to cut it off? So like somebody's spawning at 9 and 3, or is it 12 and 6? And it's like, he did it diagonally. So from the northwest to the southeast corner, like that little corner was one team, another corner on the other team. And we called it the low air game, because we're all like, man, I don't have air. And it's like, how much air? It says, I'm almost like, you're almost at 1,000, right? And it's like, well, I only got 2 mags, and I'll be lucky to shoot 2 mags with 1,000. So I'm a millennial, and I can read a clock, explore Canada. Okay, I've been challenged. Don't cross the middle. Yeah, that's what Pierre's talking about. And at first I thought, because I've played Don't Cross the Middle at some indoor fields, and that's how they make a lot of money. It's unlimited lives, no crossing the middle. But, this was not unlimited lives. It's don't cross the middle. It was kill confirmed. It's because, well, how could it be kill confirmed? They can't tag you. It's like, no, but you can get tagged in once. And, of course, we did the patented dead men talk. And I did something that you should never do. When Gene is on the other team and you don't know where he is, just don't do anything risky.
Yeah.
Because, I had an epic thing where, and this is why, because I've transferred all the footage of the games, and except for my camera from my helmet, I've got all kinds of other cameras, because the cable I have is I misplaced it. And I know where it is in the garage. Frankly, I don't feel like going out and getting it right now, but that's okay. But there was a situation where he was going to tag me on that corner game. And I'm at a little opening, a doorway. It's like a door. It's like a barrier with no roof. We call it zigzag. It's more like a set of matching walls. If you've seen the videos, you know what I'm talking about. So I've got the opening of the doorway right beside me. I'm right behind it. I'm laying out just a little bit because, I'm hit. I'm supposed to stop there, shoot until you run out of paint. Actually, that's part of it. But if you keep shooting, even though you run out of paint, this is Explore Paintball I was talking about. The thing is, you can still tag people in. As long as you don't get hit, you can call, you can bluff. It makes it a lot of fun. And because we're not used to playing Don't Cross the Middle, it can play in your mind.
Mhm.
But anyway, I'm in this open doorway and it's like, Brent, tag me here. And he's like, don't go through the doorway because he'll smash into me. But the wall behind me, I can slide my hand underneath it or on top. So I see him run towards the back. So I lean back and I put my hand for him to slap. No, not this is Brent we're talking about here. He vaults over it. The thing's got to be like freaking 5 feet high. Lands beside me, tags me, and it looked great. And then I'm sitting there, and it's like, you didn't come in, you didn't go to the back. No, he goes, well, I would have rather you went in the door. And then I realized, like, you realize now you got to get out that door. And he didn't have his gun. He left his gun behind. He ran. He jumped over it.
He loves doing that.
There's always a Photoshop with Brant when he's out there, man. And I got the close one there.
if he decides to get a jersey and can't decide on a name and he just wants to put Brant on it, I'm going to suggest full send, because all he does all day is a full send. Like I've said it a million times. I'm good for like 1, maybe 2 in the day, like really good plays up in your face running. But Brant from start to finish, because I played on both sides, like we were swapping teams and stuff, and I watched him all day yesterday, whether he was on my team or not. Full send, that kid. And I love it because he's got the energy and the ambition, and he'll do anything. He'll do anything to get the and he has fun the entire time doing it too. Like he could completely fail because he wears skate shoes instead of something that you should paintball in. And I've seen that kid slip like 8 or 9 times in the last 2 outings, and he just gets up laughing his ass off, wipes the mud off, and just smiling. And
yeah, he's got an infectious laugh. It's loud.
Yeah, he does.
It's obnoxious in a good way. And no, he goes out there and he certainly gives it his all. He's good. I mean, I felt bad at one point. I went around the corner and I saw you when, like you said, we switched teams. He was on the team and he was lying down like in a ravine on Village. The water was avoiding him, and he's sitting there and he's trying to communicate. And because it's dead men don't talk, I didn't know. So I just popped him one on the chest, and then he turns to look at me, and he's got a big thing he's already shot off the top of the head. It's like, oh man, I'm so sorry, man. Well, but that don't pass the middle game. It's like, well, it's one of these things. The time ran down. When the whistle blew, I didn't care. I was already knocked out. I guess the idea was who had the most left if nobody had swept the other one. Yeah, but it was fun because it's like, cutting the field in half, we would have been looking like, where's the half? But now it's diagonally, and we're all like messed up.
That was the game because I actually went down because they were trying to fill the tanks and get them up to us the air as quick as possible. But I was just sitting there, so I was like, I'll take a walk down anyway. So I walked down and I aired up, and I got a exclusive tractor ride back up. Ooh. But when I got back up, everyone was already on the field. Even the ref, the game was about to start, and I'm like, well, I'm not missing another game. So I ran in, not knowing that was the game you're talking about right now is the game my first game of the night. So I get on the field, and I was like, I don't have a band on, so I'm like, I'm just gonna hop on the non-band team. Hopefully, it's not too, unbalanced or whatever. So I go in, and Owen's standing there. I'm like, Owen, what are we playing? What are we playing? And the ref's like, 3, 2, 1. So as the ref is counting down, Owen's trying to explain to me the rules. We're getting shot at, and I'm like, never mind, I'll see what I can do. I caught that it was kill confirmed and don't pass the middle, so I was like, I'm good. So I'm looking for Miranda, praying to God that she's on my team because she absolutely destroyed me last time all day long. So I was like, I hope she's here, and I'm looking around, and I was like, she's not here. I'm screwed. So between my back hurting and me not knowing what was going on, I kind of stayed back where the big green monster is on our side of the spawn. So I'm sitting there, and I swear to God, my goal was to get my eyes on my wife so I did not get taken out by her on my first damn game. Well, I see this red hopper and a speedball gun laying, behind a pile, and I was like, oh, that's not my wife. Perfect. I'm going to have a fight with this person. So really good back and forth fight. Boom, shot right in the face. So I go down immediately. Someone comes, rescues me. I come around. I was like, well, I'm going to get this person who just got me with the red hopper. Good fight again. Boom. Shot in the shoulder. Well, I'm out. Guess who was rocking the red hopper and the speedball gun? Yeah, that was my wife. That was my wife using Mikey's marker. So
she took you twice on the same play?
Yeah. Yep. So she got me. She got me good. She humbled me on my first game.
Well, we'd that was such a fun game. And by the way, a lot of us were on, didn't actually run out of air, but we ended up switching to base and not base, sorry, market. And the thing about the market field, and for those of you who play on different fields, and these are just names, you know, and all that. Apparently she loves.
I think you forgot a word in there. She loves shooting me.
She loves everything about you. One of them's hitting you with a projectile. So we moved to so everybody's got a field at their local field that it's one of these ones. It's a good generic field. It tends to be just a Northwest field and just a ton of barriers. It's got Stonehenge, which used to be in the middle, kind of a formation. It's kind of migrated out as it expands. But basically the field that, we're going to move a few drums here and there. We're going to move 4 drums on the field. We're going to do this and that. And it's such a subtle thing that when you get to the field, you might only notice like you're at the spawn saying, oh, where is that? And it's about to start. Or even worse, I'm going to go to that. It's like, oh my God, where is it? And slowly but surely, that field has gone to be kind of a cluttered mess to a real chess game. Like there's the back corner in the south by the new spawn. And I go there when the game starts because it's long ball territory. Long ball, even if it hits you, won't likely break. But I kind of go back there and I scout it out. I mean, in my defense, it's not a cheap position because I can't really take anybody out either from there. But I mean, there's all these little things they do. And there used to be a double stack of long crates there. They're not anymore. But base is market is one of those places where it changes up. And this time of year, there's no leaves. So usually it's blanketed on a canvas. I'm going to paint the picture, a canvas of leaves above you when you're playing it. Even though there's more trees on let's say village, it's still, when you notice it, it really does affect it. You can hide in the shadows. You have a little bit more coverage, not actual physical coverage. It's harder to spot you, but more importantly, in the spring, it's the fact you can see the sky. So the field seems bigger, even though it isn't. And it's harder. I've got my hands above my head right now, like pushing away, like I just, get out of here. It's hot in here. But it means it's just like you're playing. It's like you're playing and you got funnel vision. You can see straight ahead, but with the open sky, you're kind of drifting off a bit and you don't want to lose your sight. And they reinforced your corner on the north spawn. They had you had a block, a big stone that was kind of in, there was a little pit behind it. And it was on the right side of the field. So you had an angle on the left to everything. But now on your right, because there was a tiny little flank, they put a bunch of earth and an even bigger boulder that totally covers you there. That's going to be good in a big game, by the way.
The lanes from that side are absolutely mad. Like I tried a few different things on that map, and I so happened, I think I switched teams on the second game. So I actually played on that side twice in a row. So I was trying different things. And like you said, and like Explorer said too, it's like when you have a plan because you played there last time and you run up to a bunker and it's not there or it's changed or something. It's like, oh shit. But so many lanes, because that's what I do when I play paintball is I make lanes. I go to this bunker and I say, what can I see? Where can, and that's, what you watch. And they're constantly changing at market. So I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see anybody. So I was definitely doing outside. I was playing the outside of the map because, like you said, it was so open. And there was one particular time when we were playing, the quiet game we played. What was the second game?
The second game on it, the quiet game. So which was a 2-man carry.
Yeah, it was there was a air tank, a small air tank, and that was placed in the center of the map. And
one team started with it. We started with it. Oh, yeah, we started with it. Our team.
Okay, so the rule was two people had to be holding it at all times and
to advance it
to the other side, and it was an attack defend. Basically, we had to stop them from advancing. So as long as you took one of those guys out, at the very least, they had to wait for another person to come up. But so I was running out of lanes. I couldn't see anything. I'm trying to get my eyes on this. There's no communication. You can't talk. If you talk, you're immediately
out.
Like if you say shit, like you trip, you're gone. So I did this massive right flank after we took out people on the right side, and there was 2 people left on your guys' side. I'm not sure how many people we had, but I was well past the 50. Jay's in Stonehenge, thinking he's 100% safe, and I see him there, and I'm already past him, so I could turn and shoot.
Well past him.
Yeah, well past. Andrew's watching me the whole time. He's like, "Oh, Mike's got this." Sure enough, I screwed it up. But anyway, I get past Jay. I'm like, I'll save him for later. I know where he's at. He's not even looking at me. He doesn't know I'm here. Well, I see Trent also not looking at me. And
he's got the thing, by the way. He's got the canister next to him.
Oh, yeah. So he's got the canister. And that's what actually the first thing I saw, the big yellow canister. So I'm like, well, there's Trent. I did a quick scan. I realized they're the last 2 people left. This is the easiest win of my life. Shoot Trent. He's not even looking at me. Turn around, shoot Jay. Done. I could have even made it dramatic and went up and got Jay because he wasn't looking at me. So I turn and I look at Trent, and Trent looks at me thinking I'm a teammate because I'm in their spawn, basically. Starts waving at me like, come on, we got a tank. And I just picked up my marker, which I was using a marker that I built for a friend, by the way. So it was just a little different.
Oh, yeah, that nice one there.
Yeah, it was different. So I was still getting used to it. Picked up my marker. I was like, yeah, you're done for, Trent. And he just picks up his defender, just absolutely destroys me. I just put my head down and I'm walking towards Andrew, and Andrew just puts his hands up like, and he was on the sideline. He's just like, come on, dude. Like, you had that. And I was like, I know.
He was looking. I was there in that area for most of the game. And Trent had this, and at first he was going to move it with Miranda. Miranda got knocked out. Tried to move it with Pierre. Pierre got knocked out. He even gave Pierre his defender to throw him cover. It was well organized with sign language.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point he was there, and before Jay moved up, you could see him, Trent. It's like he's trying to wave. He's trying to wave. And I'm there. It's like, you cannot talk. I cannot talk. And he was shooting beside Jay, like at his feet, trying not to hit him, but to carry him over for the carry. Yeah. But then he moved into Stonehenge, and it's like, okay. And I'm looking around saying he needs Jay to do the carry unless they do wipe the other team out. And it went down to the wire. By the way, Trent also played. He played in your position in the corner there at the top of market. He played it a couple times, and he's also pretty good when he digs into there.
It's good now. You can act the way the rock is shaped on the right side. It's got this little bevel to it. So if you have the balls enough to actually just, because if you lay down on the top of that rock, the only place you're going to get hit is in the face. So if you're not worried about that, if you get up on that rock, oh my God, you can't get hit from the right side.
No. And
you have these amazing lanes, and then you're also able to set your marker down and just absolutely lay fire down.
Now the downside is you can get, if your teammates don't support you, you can get flanked on the left.
Yeah. But usually what I'm doing,
yeah.
I love to watch that left because you can see so many lanes. They should actually put a few things there because it's what Connor would call the goat spot. Like, Connor looks for spots like that, ones where you can have multiple lanes, little like unbalanced, but
well, like I said, the balance on that, the balancing effort on that one is, you've got a good thing, but you're literally back to the wall.
Oh, I missed a couple comments here. This is killing me.
A leader of they got the big is that the same one you brought to the game on Saturday?
Yeah, no, we brought the small ones that day.
Okay, I need to apologize because the opening day for Break the Ice, we had some great apple whiskey that Mike brought. So I had this Chipotle tequila I brought for Saturday. It was horrendous.
Yeah, I brought everyone up with some good stuff, and they were expecting that again, and then everyone almost puked. Wow.
Yeah.
I
And
I don't like tequila at all anyway, but I wasn't gonna say no, because
Oh
everyone
no,
else.
it was bad. I like tequila. I could honestly say I'll find a tequila that you might like. It's called, by the way, it's called Agavero. It's a tequila cream. It's actually really nice. But anyway, yeah, that was Chipotle and
It was
tequila should not go together
no
unless
spicy alcohol. I don't know. Not
yeah,
my thing.
it's
At least
day.
we can say we tried it though.
Yeah.
And the look on everyone's faces when they were drinking it was absolutely hilarious.
And then it was funny too because next
Honey
time I'll
wine.
bring honey wine. Oh, there we go.
We're gonna turn into a bunch of boozers.
We need some honey beer. We need some. Isn't that mead? We're going old
Mead.
school. We're going like Renaissance. We're gonna have some mead.
Only if we
Yeah.
drink out of like horns and stuff.
Horns and that. We're gonna bring that in. Pierre. We're gonna dress like aesthetics. In
Pierre can actually 3D print us some horns.
there you go. It's in his blood. Tequila with a
Tequila
kick.
with
There
kick,
you
yeah,
go.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
bring the beer.
Explorer and his new sponsorship.
That's true. That's true. And here's the funny thing is I go to the field. The only thing I'm loaded up on is coffee, but the last couple of paintball things, we start off with a little shot, but when you're hovering over just barely over the freezing or barely under the freezing mark, you need that to keep going, but it'll be a pretty cold goddamn day before I have Chipotle tequila again. Yeah.
Oh man, it was rough. So we played a few games there. That was good. I had a blast up there.
Yeah. By the way, I'm looking at I want you to tell me about what happened when everybody went to base because I left at that point. But one of the treats we have for this game day is Pierre actually had a GoPro on, and he gave me the card. And I'm going through his games, and it's so great to have a different perspective. He is he was in the French military, so he's a trained soldier. So it's interesting to see him move, and for me, just to even hear the comments and that from him, and as opposed to watching my own footage where there's just this old man swearing half the time, this Hendrix guy, and you have Pierre and his really nice French accent, like not French Canadian, and I am French Canadian, so no insult to that, but it's proper French, and he's talking about it, and his balls were going everywhere, and he's talking and he's upset about it. And it actually sounds very, very proper. It'll bring some dignity and culture to C1D for once.
That's great. I can't wait to see that.
I'm on vacation for 5 days starting this Tuesday. So I did some videos about yesterday, mostly air ones for the Air Force, but I think I can get at least one of Pierre's out there that might premiere not tomorrow, but next Monday. Just a lot of good footage with that. Tell me what happens when we went downhill to the base, because that's where I said enough of me. Actually, I think Pierre left too, to be honest.
We lost a couple people.
Yeah.
Let's say we probably still had like 12 people, at least 12, 13 people.
Did Adam stick around too? Adam and Owen?
Yep.
Okay,
Adam,
cool.
Owen, a lot of the guys stuck around. So now I'm forgetting everybody's names again. He just said it earlier. The guy you were talking about with Connor, they all left.
Okay, yeah.
Brant and that group stuck around.
Okay,
Mikey,
cool.
Hugo. It was a good group. Jay was still there, of course, because of the story that I'll tell. I mean, I had to make a little clip, and I showed some people already, but
Connor's seen it.
Yeah, we I private messaged him. I'm like, gotta show Connor this. But yeah, we played a really cool game I'll get into after. But we started, obviously, everyone was a little cooled down from lunch and whatever, and we were really psyched to get back going. So we're like, we'll just do a team deathmatch real quick, But he started us on the second floor, which I just thought was wild. So it was full field, second floor starting, which you know how that starts. Everyone just and you only have on the, I don't know if it's the east side, the non-admin side, you only have the one way down.
The container side. Yeah, there's only one set of stairs.
There's only one way down, and you're getting shot at the entire time. And that's where we started. So immediately we need some covering fire. We dropped down and we're like crawling down the stairs. But we had a blast. But the game, it was a really interesting game. No crossing the 50, playing north to south.
Really?
For no one who this might get a little confusing for people who don't know the field, but they basically took from the road over, off, and behind the containers. It was like a really tight center field. Just imagine the center of the field, north to south. about the back of the van, I guess, would be the 50.
Okay, I can see it in my head.
Speedball, almost like a hyperball field. Like it was crazy. Yeah, the second floor was evil, Adam said. So no cross the 50. And it was, I think they had one more person than us, but basically what it was is if you get hit, you go to the opposite side of the team. You go to the other team. And I was like, what? We've never done anything like that. We've kind of done some alternatives of that, but I was really excited to do that. But I was like, oh, we can't cross the 50. It's so tight. They have buildings on their side, on the south side, with those windows and stuff. How's this going to go?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
One of the few ones they took out on the north. That's right.
And Gene absolutely loves that window. Yeah, Gene was there.
No
Gene
shit.
So yeah, he's in that window just laying down fire. But it was this awesome back and forth. You know, Brant had to switch teams, Dave had to switch teams, and it was just back and forth. But we ended up winning that one. Me and Pierre were like right up on the 50s, like just holding shit down. It was pretty wild. We had a lot of fun. Or no, Pierre wasn't there. Who was it? I don't know. Jay was there. Yeah, it was absolutely fun, and we really need to do that again. Even if we use the whole map, it was so much fun.
I want you to tee up. Yeah, Jay. Hey, Jay's out there. It actually worked very well.
Jay's here. Perfect for the story. So,
Jay, you were going to tell the story about you, but at one point, Jay, I want to say something. We're playing on Village, and we're sitting in there after drinking this crappy tequila, going out there, wondering if our air is going to fucking run out because we're waiting for them to bring it up. And after a game, Jay's there. He says, man, I didn't use my head on this field. I should have done this. I know this field better. And I looked at him and I said, come on, Jay, it's us. We don't know what the hell we're doing. Don't worry about it. I popped Jay. I got one of the best shots of my life. I'm walking there looking, and the guy pops his head out at the building, not in front of me, to the left. And I just went and I one-tapped him. Poor guy, he's 2 minutes into his first game, and I got him right over the mouth. Where you taste it. Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay, but I want to hear this famous tap. Okay,
yeah.
This story.
I think I want to say, correct me if I'm wrong, somebody in the chat, but I want to say it was just a regular team deathmatch. Again, regular full map starting on the top. So immediately what I did was ran down, because if you're playing that way, you go to the south side of the field, the containers, and basically if you can hold that lane or cross that side by the spawn, by where you get ready, that's the best thing you can do, is like take control of that field.
Yeah.
Well, immediately when I poke out of that container, you start getting shot from up top. Well, it's like Trent shooting down at me. Everyone's shooting down at me. So I asked somebody to give me covering fire. The second you start shooting up there, what does everybody do? They start to duck. So I immediately took advantage, ran to the buildings, Gene's buildings, I'll call them, the ones with the windows.
Yeah, they should name it after him. The son of a bitch, when he gets in there, he's
a menace. And they got windows in there that slide open and close now.
Oh yeah.
So he'll like open them and then he'll close them. So there's nothing you can do.
And then he'll magically teleport to the other one beside him, because that's how it seems with him. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I get over there so I can hear them up top now. So they're calling out, Mike's to the left, Mike's to the right. He's by the containers. So I'm like, haha, they still think I'm at the containers. So like I did the sneaky crawl all the way all the way in front of admin, and I waited by that door because I was like, I'm gonna go up and I'm just gonna smoke them all.
Oh my god.
But then I'm like, wait a minute.
Were you just sitting at the corner?
I was just
an open door, and you're just like, oh my god, do I go in? You brace yourself to get hit.
Well, there's an office there.
Yeah.
When you go in, there's the stair. There's a room with the stairs that go up and left. So when you walk in, there's probably somebody on the stairs. There's probably somebody in that room. Well, they also have a little office off the back that you cannot see. It's pitch black in there. So I started to think, this is actually a terrible idea. I'm just gonna I did all this for nothing. So, but I hear somebody walking down the stairs, and I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I just walk and I do a quick peek. Boom! It's Brant. I got him on the stairs and I got a peek into the room and I was like, I didn't see anybody there. Dead man can't talk, so he can't really, you know, obviously they heard the shot, but he can't say anything. So I hear, oh, blah, 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 blah. So I run across and I just take a bunch of shots and I hear hit, hit, hit. So I got at him. So I was like, oh, I got 2 of them. So immediately sprinted to the opposite side of admin to the other door, crept up the other side of the stairs, walked all the
so
way
you went
up.
downstairs even. Okay.
I went downstairs to the opposite side. And then I climbed up the other set of stairs and I'm listening the whole time. And they're all over there. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. So-and-so's dead. Somebody's here. And I'm like, I'm good. I didn't hear a peep on that entire side. So I'm like, everyone's over there. I got this. I'm good.
And
like,
everything you can hear is the enemy. And everything is telling you that it's positive, that you've
I'm also waving to my team, hoping that they know that it's me over here. Please don't shoot at me.
Yeah.
So you'll see in the video, I'm waving. I didn't think anybody was in that room to the left. And all of a sudden I heard somebody scooch their foot, just a little shh. And I said, oh shit, somebody's in there. But I was feeling pretty generous that day. I didn't want to shoot anybody, you know, that close. So I pull out my my barrel swab and I walk in. And actually, if you watch the video, I'm going to post it. I almost take a shot from the enemy. Almost take a shot and Jay goes like this. He does a perfect like matrix thing like that. And then he goes down.
But that enemy was your teammate. It was his
exactly.
Enemy.
Yeah. So he was about to go back up for a couple more shots. And I just went and just tapped him in the belly a couple times. In the way he reacted, he assumed I was a teammate, like trying to give him some info or something. And he just turns to me with his gun still up, like ready to. He's just like, oh shit. And I just kind of nodded out.
Oh my God.
He's like,
Jay has played many years. I'm sure he can count on one hand how many people have maybe got around him and caught him flat-footed like that. Yeah.
Guess who was shooting at me?
Guess who was shooting at you?
Yeah. It's Bonnie and Clyde, baby.
It would have been more perfect had Jay, when he moved, that one would have hit you and you would have taken out friendly fire by your wife again. Could she brag on that one? Imagine
though, I had my barrel swab out. We're about to go get Jay. My wife shoots me. Friendly fire. My first successful melee after like almost dying a couple times, and my wife takes me out. No, but it worked out. And then I went to the other side. I went to shoot somebody down the hallway. I had 2 bullets left in my mag, so missed them. Then I went to go around again to the bottom side.
Shit, you're putting some mileage in those boots of yours, eh?
Yeah, well, that's why I woke up today and I couldn't walk. So I run back down, go to the other side. I don't hear a peep in there because they all think I'm still up on the other side. So I go to do this amazing. Let's go up the stairs and take everybody out. Let's win the whole game myself. Walk in the door, boom, boom, get shot in the nuts. I was like, oh no. In the office. It was the office.
You warned us about the office.
Yeah. I couldn't see who it was. So I just waited. And at the end of the game, Dave comes strolling out. Where'd I get you? I was like, that was you in the office. He goes, oh yeah. I was posted up in there watching that door the whole game. So yeah, Trucker Dave got me good. But that was a long story, but it was a beautiful game. And it was my first, I think, successful melee. It was all fair. It was really fun. I had a blast. Jay took it really well. I'd have been crying.
Jay's a good guy. Jay's played enough paintball. He's not gonna take that one away from you, man.
Yeah, I'd have been like, all right, guys, I'm out of balls. I guess I'm going home, as I'm dumping my balls like in the trash can.
I tell you what, during Break the Ice, there was me and Brant ended up in one of the small buildings doing Ring Around the Rosie, going back and forth with each other. And we almost had the same thing. I mentioned how to start the game. I got his buddy James right in the face on a reflex shot. And I did actually mention I had my gun towards an open window in the left building, at a building right in front of me, but this face popped on the left and I kind of just hit it and went back. And then all of a sudden I saw Brant right away, but he pulled out right away and he just put his face back in the window, and I put my back to the building. And for a second, it's like, what am I going to do? And then I felt I was going to back away because I thought he was going to like maybe jump around the corner and get me. So I started to back away, but I backed away instead of like I kind of straight down instead of an angle. So he did pop around the corner before I could get far enough away. for a split second, before I said back away, I was going to lie on the ground and just and barrel tap when he came by, and I should have, but he was smart. And he just, when he saw me like that, I hesitated for a second. He went out right away and he got me, and good for him, because the last time out I got him. So he got me on that one. Plus I got him on the hand that time. So I got out easy. Jay has chimed in here again. I'll always admire ballsy moves regardless of who does it, or even if I'm the target. Good to know.
So I want to point something out that made me really laugh. Connor up here, he won't say it. He's been pretty quiet today. But so I private messaged him because I was talking to him about some Discord stuff. I had private messaged him last night, and I was like, oh, perfect opportunity. Let me share this video with him. It's unedited. I don't have any music, no fancy, stuff yet. So I sent him the video, and his response was, oh man, that was really awesome. Like, congrats. That was really cool. Space, tab down a couple of things. And then it goes, I'm really surprised though that he didn't hear your clunky footsteps or your heavy breathing.
Your breathing. Okay, when I heard it, you told me that. When you sent me the video, the same footage, the exact same clip, it's I hear you breathing. Dude, I've been up those stairs doing that before.
That's me walking though.
I think anybody here who plays paintball, who's in a building, especially this one, it's a building made for paintball. So there's little gaps on the 2x4s. Sometimes when it gets colder and you see the gaps, you can actually see them upstairs. But when I saw the video, it was just like I was there, because when you're doing that and you're trying to control your breathing because it's so loud, and then it's instead of like, you're like, and then you're walking and it's like,
I'm walking
like Frankenstein, boots, and you're doing this. Everything is amplified.
Yeah, it was really quiet, and so that little trick to anybody who breathes like that. My wife always picks on me because when I edit, I usually have my speakers on, not my headphones. And so I'll bring up the footage. She'll be sitting next to me, and she'll just start laughing because my breathing, it's so loud, and that's why I play heavy, loud music. And usually I turn the volume of the voice down and the echo of the paintballing up. Little editing trick to get the heavy breathing out of there.
But you've got a GoPro. It has a better microphone than mine. That's why I don't have as big of a problem with that. My picture sucks compared to yours, but my microphone is toned down a bit. But your microphone is very, very good.
Yeah, so it picks up everything. But yeah, that's the main reason why I have music and I don't have any of those like playing.
By the way, here's a trick when you're on the second floor of a building like that, or you're in a building and there's a couple of doorways, between you and where an enemy can come in, is if you have the luxury of having some spare balls, you take them out and you just throw them on the doorway or on the stairs. So when the people go up, they step on it. I learned that at LaSalle Paintball on the mountain. On the mountain, it's even better because it's black. It's just dark as hell. And it's really hard to see it. So you might see
Dave right there.
Hey, Dave's here. Dave, how you doing, man?
I'm talking about you.
We're talking about all the shenanigans from yesterday. Yeah, that's a little trick. You throw the balls there, and they step on it. And
of course, Wilford Brimley or Walter Brimley?
Wilford Brimley, what, diabetes guy?
Yeah,
he was all. To me, he's the coach in the movie The Natural, the baseball manager. But anyway, I digress. So
yeah, Dave, I was telling him about your epic play there, sitting in the office, taking me out after I took out half of your team, and I thought I was going to win the game.
Dave, I like playing with you, man, but that's a noob spot where we're gonna have to put a bungee cord so you can't get in there, son.
Nah, when you're playing attack defend, you gotta put somebody in there. I mean, it's the spot.
It is that thing though, where you're on the outside of the door. I've been in that situation where I'm there and there's a teammate on the other side of the door. That's Jay admitted I said something smart. It's only been 5 years, Jeff.
That's genius.
I finally had something smart come out of my mouth.
It reminds me of like the little ninja stars that they throw down.
Exactly.
That's great.
I remember being in front of it, man, and two of us are on the doorway. We're trying to breach it. You got to smoke. No, I've got to smoke. And it's like, and even one time I was in that situation. I got to smoke. You can't throw smoke in there. It's like, I'm going to throw smoke because I'm going in there. But it's that rush. I told him to hide in the office. Adam gave it away. Adam, geez, it's so funny because Adam comes to most game days, Adam and Owen. And Adam, I mean, we never get to interact too much, except when you're shooting me, I think. It was, I mean, the last 3 games last year, game days in the fall, were just kind of these goofy things. Like when we were getting ready to do the 2-man carry, it's like, hey, we're going to play the silent game, which is crazy enough, especially on that field. And then the ref's like, no, we're going to give them a 2-man carry. And it's like, but they can't talk to each other. And it's like, yeah, they can't. It's like, that's freaking great. That's a great idea.
Yeah. I love them on the spot games too, where you just come up with something and then it's like, how about this? Let's add this to it.
Yeah.
And we got this crazy game mode. I vote that we play one variation of a quiet game almost every single time.
We should. It would be
so much fun.
Yeah, quiet game you can do, I mean, anywhere. I'd like to try it on Tireball. Oh, and we did, very important, we did almost all the players take a tour of the evolving terminal field. So the building across from the tower is dominant. It's this tall, skinny 3-floor, dark gray building. And now there's this other building that will be adding a 3rd floor. We've taken some video of it. I didn't take any video, but I didn't take any yesterday. But no, they're putting a 3rd floor on it. There is like the 2nd floor. There's kind of a walkway around it. There'll be so there'll be some doorways leading to it. So it's just not a box with windows. It's going to be, and by the way, when you're on that 2nd or 3rd floor and people are coming up, there's like one walkway up there. It's wide, but I'm just sitting there going, there's 2 rooms on the 2nd floor that they haven't cut out any external windows, but there's 2 doors going in each room. So I'm sitting there and I'm trying to picture when this is closed, like this could be like just the ultimate CQB battle inside. And when you come out of these rooms and you look out towards the safe zone at Market, so you're looking south, especially now with no leaves on the trees, it's so wide open. And our event we're going to have September 6th. I'm moving it to the 6th. September 5th, I have a wedding to go to on a Saturday. So we're going to do that project on a Sunday, which I think is better for the field too, Mike. It's better for the field. Excuse me. The leaves will be down by then or start coming down. So you're going to have those absolutely outstanding lines of sight. And
3rd floor anything sounds like so much fun, by the way.
It's and Connor's got a couple little surprises he has in mind. I can't think of the word. To do with that field. You all need to release a list of your game modes and rules so others can try it. We started doing that. We have a code of ethics. Believe it or not, we do
much too.
Yeah, it's evolving. I mean, I'll tell you one thing. One rule I'd like to throw in there, and I mentioned it several times, is bounces don't count, but you're only allowed, they can only bounce it once off you. But then again, yesterday, I didn't finish a single game. And there was one game where I took 2 bounces and it's like it didn't break. Too bad.
I'm almost getting sick of checking like some of the hard checks. And I'm almost getting sick of like asking my teammates, like stopping their focus on whatever they're doing. Like, hey, am I hit? I think from now on, I'm just going to just be like, fuck, you know what I mean? Definitely if we're playing with a lot of walk-ons or a lot of new players or something, it's like, they don't.
How do you do the quiet game? How do you get a paint check in the quiet game?
That's true.
A fly in the ointment.
Yeah.
I said, okay, you got to solve this very important non-paintball question for me.
Sure.
You've heard of that expression, a fly in the ointment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. My wife said she hadn't heard it before, and she's a very intelligent woman, and she thought I made it up. Life these days.
I don't know. What is it? Well, it's stuck in a sticky situation.
Yeah. Well, no. Ointment's supposed to help you. So you rub in ointment on your sore and there's a fly in it. So there's a bug. So you're going to get infected or contaminated.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I've heard
like that tequila.
I don't know what it was in regards to. And gun hits count. Bleh.
You know,
Bleh.
I think this is the thing about gun hits normally count at every field I've ever played at except Warzone.
Yeah.
And I stopped asking after my first D-Day, like, hey guys, do marker hits count? And they look at you like you're stupid. It's of course they count. And it's like, they actually don't count where we play. And even last year there was, I forget whose first D-Day it was for us, but he asked the organizer of the event, you know, do marker hits count? He goes, yes, it's an extension of your body. And it's like, yeah, don't ask that question. They just don't count. I think we should do that sometimes where marker hits count, but you can't use that marker anymore.
That's what I like. I mean, I know some people like always have sidearms and some people don't. So it's like whatever. But as long as you understand, you can still communicate. You can still do a lot of things. And I wanted to point out something that I forgot to mention yesterday or mentioned earlier is I was playing a game where, again, I forgot to look at my air. So I went out all excited. I loaded all my mags. I forget what game mode we were playing, but started off and I got halfway through my first mag and it's so my God, man. So I'm still in spawn with Owen and I'm looking at him and he's looking down and he goes, God damn it, I'm out of balls. And then he pulls out his pistol and he starts shooting. And I started thinking, I was like, actually, this is the perfect opportunity. I was like, oh, and did you just fill up with air? He's like, yeah, but I forgot to put balls in my gun. I was like, well, I just filled my gun with
bullets and I got no air.
Can I use your tank real quick? And he's like, yeah, sure. So he undid his tank and that was pretty cool. That was a cool moment.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was
Fred is the name we keep forgetting. Don't worry, Fred. Say Kadak excusable. So yeah, we keep forgetting. Fred is just such a fast player flying down the field.
Yeah,
he brought two of his buddies with him. Those guys are what, 6'2", 6'3"?
Mm-hmm.
Big boys, early 20s, I'd say. They brought a girl too who came to play. And but these two big guys, I ended up taking them when we drafted the teams. So the first like 3-4 games, they were together on my team, and playing in Village where everything is pretty low. It was a good test to see how these guys would get undercover, and because they're so big and tall, but they were fast, they were versatile.
I noticed they stuck together a lot too, which is cool.
Yeah, they did. You know, that's the funny thing too, is when people come to the field together, buddies, and they're not regulars are dropping in, you let them play together. And you'll see that where I don't know how often they've played before because maybe not a lot, but they just had the moves.
Well, one kid had a Delta Elite there, like the fully automatic Delta Elite with the rip clip.
Oh shit! I had no idea.
Yeah, and he had it hooked up. He had the gear. The one with the I think he was the boyfriend of the.
Oh, okay, for the girl. Okay.
Yep.
No, these guys moved well, and damn, just fun to see new faces and old faces intermingled. And even like Jay last year didn't play a lot with us. And it's like, man, we've been playing since Connor and I mean, our first day at Warzone, Jay was probably even there. And things were just so different back then. Do you remember the old spawn area in base that was kind of open top? And for a while there was 2 spawn areas before they tore it down. You might have just come when that happened, Mike. Oh yeah.
So. I don't believe so.
There used to be 1 spawn area for everything upstairs, but then there was like Village was an absolute, it was wilderness there.
No, that was before my time.
Yeah. Village was just, they called it Saving Private Ryan. And it was, a deadly area. Like you didn't know when you're putting your knee down. It takes years to grade a field properly.
Yeah.
And actually one thing I was looking at today, and this is before the show, I was talking to Mike, because one of the features of the DJI drone that I use, all DJI drones, I guess, because they use the same program, is it saves your flight log. And it doesn't just say that, oh, well, you flew it from 9 minutes from 11:18 in the morning till, don't make me do math. but it shows you the path. And then it shows you as it happens. And you can even see your thumbsticks, how you're steering it when it happened. And
Pretty
it's
sure
funny,
there's like detailed analytics too that show you like
there is
your how high
altitude.
you were going.
Well, no,
Yeah,
no, it says the altitude. It's like 1.8 meters. And it's
Yeah.
hilarious because guess how tall I am? 1.8 meters, 1.82 actually. So yeah, you're sending the drone at eye level around. But it's funny because I actually got this idea that got to hand it to Eric Natalie. They put a lot of hard work. Oh, that field.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I was going to nerd out on drones and that, but to make a long story short for that is you can actually watch the video and it'll show on an overlay like where the drone is at the time.
Mhm.
Oh, the team. The ref's also Fred. Fred's great. Nat, they're all great. Eric, the big guy, and they're doing work that's going to really. Do you remember the tires behind base? Not behind market. There was the hill.
Mhm.
Witty plays, just the airsoft guys go once in a while. And we saw a little bunker, like a top of a hill. Reminded me of a D-Day thing, actually.
Oh, yeah.
On top.
They always got something going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, there is stuff everywhere. The field is growing bigger and better.
Eric
And,
always has a shovel or he's either in a machine, he has a shovel or a drill or something at all times. He's never just like sitting around behind the counter unless it's War Dog time.
That's it. And one of the C1D Air Force videos, when I actually went around the tower in Terminal, he was welding up some equipment, some buildings and structures there. So
Nice.
you say he's always working, he gets in there, he does it. He has a day job. The field is not keeping his food on his table. It's a labor of love. Well, it's hopefully it's putting extra food on his table, but it is paintball, right? It's not actually a money making.
Well, you got to think of the effect that it has, though, because like they have a lot of parties, they have a lot of kids, they have a lot of wedding, bachelor parties and stuff. And when you first come to the field, you first see it. It's like no matter what has been done, you're gonna have fun. But how do you keep the regulars coming back? I mean, obviously they have a great establishment. We love them. We're gonna go back regardless. If they just stop building now, that's the place to be. But in their mindset, like, how do we keep these veterans coming back? How do we keep them constantly engaged and having fun? Let's just keep adding shit and keep, engaging them and evolving the fields constantly, making it as fun as possible. And I've noticed that the ref has been playing a lot more fun game modes and suggesting, a lot more really cool stuff that is making for some fun moments. So
all the refs are very good there. So when I talk about Fred, I'm not signaling him out saying he's the only good ref. I like them all. Is he my favorite? He's the longest tenured there, so I'd probably say he's my favorite. He plays a lot of airsoft, where they do have lots of fun little games. I mean, face it, he's been there a long time. He's seen it. He knows. There's some of our members like to play more hardcore in that and play with us occasionally. And well, look, Mikey's a speedball player first, but he comes out all the time, and it's just the best to see Mikey. I like to see everybody yesterday. Another guy who it just blows my mind every time I see him. You know who I'm talking about, T.
Oh, T. Obviously, I was so bummed out because we had talked before, and he's like, "Yeah, Junior's not coming, but I'll be there." I messed with him. I was like, "Oh, don't bother if you're not bringing Junior."
Yeah.
He's like, "No, I'll be there. I'll be there." And I got there, and I saw Mikey, and I saw everybody show up, and I was like, "Oh man, I don't see T. I don't, maybe he's not coming." And we even went up top, and we started playing, and I think he showed up like a half an hour in, and it always just like amps me up immediately when I see him. What's up, Mike?
Big guy with this deep, like he could do advertisements on the radio. He's got this deep voice and that. And he's just goofy, yo, Andrew, what's up? It's like, hey man, how's it going? But I get that with everybody. Look, Adam was here with Owen and that. It's just, hey man, how's it going? Oh, and Owen won extra favors yesterday. He brought donuts and coffee. Pierre started that the last time. So now Owen did it. So I'm sitting there going, if somebody does it the next time, I might have to do it the next time after that. And then we have an even more financial burden on the paintball player.
That's all right. Look how happy everyone is when they're just getting donuts, coffee, and booze shoved down their throat all day.
And meanwhile, they cancel when it's their turn. Guys,
Yeah,
it's
I can't
raining.
show up today.
Yeah, I got a hangnail. Speaking of hangnail, there's a segue to get out of the show. More segue. You know, between me and you, Mike, I think Jeff and Connor just are not pulling their weight on tonight's show, but
No.
that's okay.
Yeah, we'll leave them alone. They seem a little down.
Miranda hitting you would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
I wonder if you would even somehow found out. It was a fun day, Dave said. Well, Dave, you being there was a part of the fun. Our kind of thing at C1D is just come in, be yourself. Even the girl that came, who played with her boyfriend there, Fred's. There's two Freds, by the way, in case you're confused on the podcast. One of them is the player that played with us. One's the ref. There's actually three. We didn't tell you about the other one. No,
you should hear how many Mikes and Michaels and Mikes.
Oh yeah.
We won't get into that.
So we get into the oh my God, it's so easy to lose my train of thought. No, the girl who came with Fred's friend's girlfriend who was there. I don't think this was her first choice. She just had that look, but still a couple of times, like, you're having fun, you know, she's covered in it's splatter. So, you know, this poor girl just probably played a game where she was pinned down. Yeah, pinned down. It might have been me shooting at her, but just it's splatter everywhere. So she might have been terrified. I said, it's not that bad. And she says, no. I said, you're going to have some stories. She goes, oh, why? In French, yeah, I am.
Couple
my old legs
too.
feel it today. Dave, you're a little younger than me. For me, I feel it 2 days later. So tomorrow's going to be my day. Chris had 6 different Chris's at the field that one day.
That's too many Chris's.
That's too many Chris's. Then there's Christopher, Sea Dog, Christoph, Topher. Topher. Oh, that guy. There's an actor named Topher. Was his name Christopher? I want to know. The paintball community doesn't. Hey, by the way, D-Day's coming up.
Yes.
You bought your D-Day tickets? Well, if you're part of C1D, I sure as shit hope you did, because it is your commitment, and you will not be let into the kingdom of paintball. If I don't know. Buy your tickets for D-Day. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube, to the podcast or whatever, please do. We this way you can stay engaged. We have a lot of things planned. Look, we went from being every 2 weeks to being every week, being goofy. We just like to talk about the game. As a child who grew up in the Cold War, when it ended, I know people read the newspapers and are saying doom and gloom. Things will get better. So don't worry about that. We will all be united, and it won't be bad. We'll be united on the paintball field. We'll be united by somebody scoring a goal in soccer or something. We just had 4 astronauts come back from the moon. And one of them was Canadian, and that shows the partnership that our two countries have always had and will continue to have. It's just that sometimes our parents are assholes, but we are the children, and we're doing well. Go have fun. Leave your problems behind. Whether you're able to come with us, whether you just want to go to the local field. Look, the Nasty Boys, their community at their field, they're welcome. They welcome people. It's very big. If you have a community like this, and you'd like to welcome people in, and you maybe want to try some things, maybe you want to suggest some things for us, maybe you even want to come on and talk about it. Say, hey, we talked to this guy. He's in blah, blah, blah. Because all this fun we're having, you never know the last day you play paintball. I guarantee you, when you walk off the field for the last time, you will not know it's your last game.
It's like that last video game as a kid, or that last time you played Halo and you never knew that they were taking the servers offline.
That's right. And it's fun to go in tournaments, be competitive, but the stuff we do, there's people that fight in the community about grow the game. It's like, no, just keep the game alive and keep it fun. Mike, have you said goodbye? Because I just about said the catchphrase.
I think you said goodbye for me somewhere in that thing.
I like how you think. That's why this is going to work, kid. Remember, at the end of the day, it is just a game.
C1D Paintball Media.